Now we're wondering, can shedeur slide all the way in the draft? Because I can't see the Giants drafting shedeur. That'd be crazy.
The Giants
to have
drafting
quarterbacks.
shedeur would be as stupid as the Steelers taking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes no sense. I mean, you got Jameis, you got Russell Wilson. You've this is what we're gonna do.
this is what we're
We're
going to
gonna
do.
roll with these guys.
But they got an offensive coordinator as their or an offensive guy as their head coach. I mean, at this point,
So it's like, who knows is what you're saying?
yeah, it's like at this point, it feels like for the Giants, especially with they've been kind of on the downtrend for the past few years. Like, you can never have enough quarterbacks. I mean, you
can.
Absolutely.
The Giants, of course, they got Jameis Winston about a week ago. Now they signed Russ. It's either 1 year, 2 year deal, something like
It
that.
was a 1 year deal.
A 1 year
I think
deal,
it's
right?
10.5 guaranteed with up to $21 million.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they were linking shedeur Sanders to the Giants the entire time.
Yeah.
And so the Cleveland Browns have the number 2 pick. The Giants have the number 3 pick. So, now we're wondering, can shedeur slide all the way in the draft? Because I can't see the Giants drafting shedeur. That'd be crazy.
The
to have
Giants
15
drafting
quarterbacks.
shedeur would be as stupid as the Steelers taking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes no sense. I mean, you got Jameis, you got Russell Wilson. You've this is what we're gonna do.
this is what we're going to
gonna roll
do.
with these
Man,
guys.
but they got an offensive coordinator as their or an offensive guy as their head coach. I mean, at this
So
point,
it's like, who knows is what you're saying?
yeah, it's like at this point, it feels like for the Giants, especially with they've been kind of on the downtrend for the past few years. Like, you can never have enough quarterbacks. I mean, you
You can.
Absolutely. I'm a big believer, and if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. You need 1.
Yeah.
That's
for
it.
sure. But I mean, listen, if they do draft shedeur and he ends up proving in camp that he is the starter, for me at least, Russell Wilson is the type, and Jameis Winston are both the type of guys that are gonna help him along. Not that
Russ ain't helping nobody. He's helping kids at the children's hospital. he ain't helping anybody in the locker room.
Mr. Unlimited, he ain't helping nobody.
He's not helping anybody.
My thing is,
That guy is so sold on himself. He's helping no one.
each team that is going to draft, they
Russell
know.
Wilson would probably not hold the door for an able-bodied person.
It's not gonna make me look good enough.
Each team in the draft, they know what direction they're going to head into in the draft. May not know what particular player, but they know which direction.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants should know if they're going to go in the direction of the quarterback for the future or not by now. They have to know that. And the indication, if they're going to take 2 veteran quarterbacks, 1 veteran quarterback and then draft shedeur makes 1,000% sense.
Yeah, if you went with Jameis
Yeah.
and shedeur,
You're cooking.
That's 100%.
Yeah, you're cooking.
Jameis could start if Shedeur's not quite ready.
Yeah.
Jameis could step in if he gets hurt, and Jameis is like a genuinely good person.
Yeah.
And he would have helped him along. But Russell Wilson closes that door, slams that door
It
emphatically.
better slam that door, or if I'm a Giants fan, I'm rioting in the
Well,
streets.
these are the same jackasses that let Saquon go.
So you
So
never
let's
know.
put nothing past them.
Now the Cleveland Browns is a mystery because they have so many needs, and then you got Deshaun, who I think will never play for the Browns again.
I hope he doesn't.
And
I'll be surprised if he plays football again. He tore his Achilles again.
Yeah.
yeah, doing some crazy
Yeah.
shit. So he might have to give all his money back.
Yeah.
I hope
For
so.
real.
You hope so.
Yeah, he does. He owes it to the game.
You see, he got married to the girl, and she wasn't a masseuse.
Nice.
That may be off a show. Who knows?
I'm not believing that's a genuine relationship.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so I don't know what the Browns will do because you got the all-star defensive end Abdul Carter.
Well, you just signed Myles Garrett back.
Yeah.
Like, so now you're gonna if you go with Abdul Carter, everyone likes him. He doesn't seem to have many weaknesses as a player. Now you're literally going for we're gonna build our team around 2 pass rushers.
Yeah.
And
I would like that.
Whatever that looks like, that's what we're gonna do, and that would be your decision. Or you're gonna say we don't have a quarterback, and we're gonna go ahead with probably Shedeur at that point.
Yeah.
Because it looks like Cam Ward's gonna go 1, and that would be your option.
What's safe to say is if the Browns don't take Shedeur is sliding. He's going to make a big slide, a big slide.
Well,
because all the other teams. Because think about
after, that's what I want to go to. Who's after the Giants at 3?
I know the Raiders, who were rumored at first, but they made an offseason quarterback move.
They got Geno.
Yeah. So they're not gonna be it, right? But they were like 8 or 9. So hold on, I have it right here though. So you got Patriots at 4. We know they're not in the mix for quarterback. Jaguars at 5. They're not in the mix.
Right.
The Raiders, they made their move.
Raiders. It would not stun me if the Raiders did make a move.
I mean, because like you said, that would be the veteran quarterback.
No.
So.
They gave Geno big money. They're not going.
I'm not predicting that they do.
Yeah,
I'm
you just saying it
simply
wouldn't
saying
surprise
I would
you.
not surprise me.
Me, it would surprise me. Yeah. Then you have the
You're
Jets.
easily surprised.
I am. Yeah, the Jets at 7. What did the Jets do again?
Justin Fields.
Yeah, they need a quarterback.
Do you believe in him now? He's still a young guy.
Nah, I don't
You
believe
would really hurt his confidence. His confidence is already low.
Yeah.
You would send his confidence to the gutter after that. I don't think they're
if
gonna
I
draft
win
the
more
quarterback.
games, I don't care about his confidence. I'm not the protector of your confidence. I'm trying to win games for the Jets.
I don't think the Jets move for that. Carolina.
The Jets should do that.
Carolina is interesting because Bryce started playing better at the end of the year.
Oh, for sure.
So I think they're going to give him another year.
Yeah, I think so.
Saints is an option
David Carr.
because of Carr.
Derek Carr, whatever. The fucking
Whatever
guy's
Carr.
terrible, man. get in your car and drive the fuck out of town.
A nice city, depending on what you like, but that team,
They got a little bit of
Very
everything.
bad.
that team is really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're worse than the other 8 teams.
They
I
scored
had.
all their points in the
And
first 2 weeks
they
last
have
season.
nothing.
And I think their coaches. Did they still have the dentist? Oh no, they hired somebody new.
Yeah.
Who? Aaron Glenn?
Was it Glenn?
Who did they?
No,
sign?
no. Eric Glenn went to the Jets.
Did he?
The Lions DC. Yeah, he went to the Jets.
The Lions. Yeah, that's
Glenn.
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know who got the Saints job?
I can't off the top of my head. I
Okay.
don't remember.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But I could look that up really quick here.
But if if they do have a new coach and the guy's good, it may not be the worst place to go.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen
Kellen
I don't
Moore.
think
Oh,
he's
that's
good.
right. Yeah.
I don't think he's good.
Oh, but I mean, that's an offensive guy. He could be trying to get his quarterback to.
He's offensive to me.
Hey, Super Bowl winner. You got to put some respect on his name.
On the deep bench, like what did he do?
No. He was the OC for the Eagles.
Oh God. All right.
I'm gonna be obnoxious about it.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so that's I can see the Saints, but I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But yeah,
Get the great Kellen Moore.
there's nothing Keller could do for that roster. It's going to take a couple of years.
Strong tide rises all ships.
It's going to take a couple of years, man.
But
But that's the thing there. So we hate what the Giants are doing, but we'll see.
I mean, I hate it specifically for Jameis.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the Giants, but I think they should take Travis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this point,
What about Cleveland? Not so much so.
You could take Carter. I mean,
Carter makes more sense for Cleveland than Travis.
yeah, I do. I think so.
Okay.
I don't want Travis to go to a team with bad quarterbacking. I think it's good to do that. I mean, again, I'm not a huge Russ guy, but he's not.
I mean, if you draft him,
And
what
you-
side of the ball do you want him to play?
both,
Both?
yeah, he's only special playing both. I think if you just pick one side, he's not terrible, but he's just okay, a good player. I think you play him both, and you don't play him full time offense, but you don't play him like 6 snaps a game either. He's got to be an integral part of that, just maybe not every snap.
Yeah,
But you got Malik Neighbors in there, and
Yeah.
and so another talented guy.
So like something.
I think he's a
little bit
better
more-
DB. I think he's a better DB, but you
Same.
got to
Yeah.
give him, like you said, a healthy amount of snaps per game on offense and get him the ball.
So something a little bit more than like a gadget player.
oh, for
Because
sure.
a gadget player, they'll get the little 4 to 6 plays, something like that. So you want the
Dion was a gadget player on offense.
so
That's
like
not what I'm talking
I
about.
like
him-
what Taysom Hill is now. Like he
He's
gets,
a gadget player, but he does.
but he's out there a lot.
No, but he does like all sorts of different
Yeah.
things.
I'm just saying snaps wise.
Yeah,
Not like the specific player because he's
I would-
quarterback, tight end,
Yeah,
receiver.
For
I'm
me,
just talking
I'm
about
looking
snaps-wise.
at 40 to 50% of snaps,
Yeah,
offensive snaps.
yeah, like 40% of snaps. I like that.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's what's going to make him special. That's what makes him special. If you take that away, I think he could be a really good DB. But a really good DB you draft into the first round, second round.
I mean, I want to believe that he's gonna do all that in the NFL and play both sides and ball out and all that, but it's hard for me to latch onto the idea that he's going to be able to do it on both sides because of the fact that in college you could just be a better athlete and get away with certain things, especially if you're playing both sides. Like you said, I think he's a better DB than he is a receiver, but he's athletic enough on offense.
I'm going to tell you something. You can be that in the NFL too.
Ooh, man.
You can. Tyreek is just faster than everybody.
He's not doing it on both sides of the ball.
He's not, but what I'm saying is you're saying you don't know if he can be just that much better or more athletic than everyone else.
Because the gap
is the NFL.
It's closed. You know,
but I'm saying is you can. If you are that guy, you can.
Yeah, did you hear the stuff about him running?
No.
Like, he's not running any 40s.
Yeah.
And there's a really significant belief that he's really not that fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I tend to buy into it. I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't create great separation.
No.
He didn't run by people, and I can't recall a single play. Short area quickness he has, but I can't recall a single play in his Colorado career where, like, he touched the ball and just disappeared on people.
Most of his catches are like contested, crazy grabs.
Yeah.
You know, because he has really good hands. I mean,
his ball skills are
even
out of
ball
this
skills.
world.
He's mostly like a possession receiver.
Even in
with
that
a little more pop.
BYU game, he caught like a slant and had open space, and he still didn't score.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like he got to a crease and was just gone.
Yeah.
You know, that I think that's kind of a significant thing.
No, it is. But he's in incredible shape. You know, he's in incredible shape and all of that. And I think that's what's going to have to carry him over to his next level. But it's never been done, like you said.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's like, you know,
we've seen people kind of, again, sprinkle in, maybe special teams they'll return, or maybe they'll get a player or two at receiver, but nothing like at the rate that they're saying that people want Travis Hunter to do it like that.
No.
He's going to be, mostly defense, but he's going to see some time on offense, and, like, that's the plan. Like, there hasn't really been an athlete been drafted into the NFL that has this type of talk around them. So that's what makes it a little bit different.
Like, he's literally – well, he wants to be drafted as an ATH.
Yeah.
You know how they come in high school.
For real.
Now,
athlete.
now, Deion Branch is the guy I always say, because he did it, to my remembrance, the most. Like, because he played full-time DB, and he probably was like 25% of the snaps for about 3 seasons in New England. But he wants more than that,
Yeah.
And let me see what Kobe is saying here. He says, Browns are always one player away from being good 10 players ago. Since Mayfield's 10
that's like Bruno Caboclo being 2 years away from being 2 years away.
And then he says Travis is not a top 5 receiver. But he is a top 3 cornerback. Yeah, better DB than receiver. Now, on this next one here, and matter of fact, before we get go ahead.
One of the I want him to have the opportunity to fail.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be kind of like restricted away from him.
Yeah, don't protect
If he has the ambition to do this, the team that drafted him should absolutely commit to letting him do it. And if it turns out that he's just not as good as we thought we were, or thought he was, or that he's just a guy that ends up having to pick a side and keep his career alive to do that, fine. But let's have the ambition to let him do this and maybe give us something unprecedented.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's the problem. Like, if you look at, when people and opportunities are restricted, it steals it from all of us.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's really the story of the black quarterback in the NFL. Like, guys could have been doing this shit for many, many years earlier, but it's like there was the restriction notion of, this is what a quarterback's supposed to look like, and we get a bunch of these honky ass motherfuckers, and that's just not, that doesn't help us. We need to take away limitations and let people try to be great.
Yeah.
And like I always say, the game will sort it out. Whatever we think right now, like, the game's going to sort this out.
Yep.
Maybe he does it. He's this two-way guy for the bulk of his career and has an impact on both sides. Maybe, he's injured and out of the league in 3 years. Who knows? But the game will let it figure it out for us.
For sure.
Big facts. I like that.